Hey everyone, welcome back. Bob, Southwest Michigan Sales LLC. Glad to have you back. I know I'm actually looking down to see the date because these days are definitely running together for me, hopefully not for you. Currently Monday, October 20th, 2025. Wow, strange to say that. Anyway, where have I been, right? You're probably thinking he hasn't done a video in a while. Well, a normal video. I've done a few VCRs to show they work, but I've actually been working on the back end of my site a lot. Lots of different changes have been made recently, but one of the biggest changes, and it's been frustrating, scary, a lot of time thinking, am I making the right decision? Am I making the wrong decision? I've done a lot of praying about. I've had a lot of sleepless nights. What did I do? Let's go to it. Let's talk about it here. What I did was I had Shipper HQ for my shipping software for my website. In one of my videos, I actually told you guys that I had over 200 and some boxes on my website. And recently I reached out to them and said, hey, I need just a few more. I have a baseball bat that I want to list pretty soon. And the dimensions I had for boxes, there wasn't a good one for it, so I wanted to add one. I had one that was close, within a few inches, but if I took that box and made it bigger, the other item would then be overcharging on shipping for a customer. So I just wanted to add a few boxes. And Jeremy, which was my account representative, never had an issue with him. And also Martin over there as well, never had an issue with him. He's new though. I never used to speak to him. I just recently started speaking to him more. They explained they just couldn't do that. That was not the answer I wanted to hear. Just because between you and me, folks, I think we're headed for another 08, 09. I'm praying that I'm wrong. Just everything I'm seeing right now for sales, people are really tight on what they're buying. The high dollar stuff isn't selling like it used to. Yes, I do get some sales from time to time on that stuff, but it has to be that person that's really looking for that and really wants to let off of that kind of money to buy it. But I made the decision to switch to Advanced Shipping Manager. They do not have a maximum amount of boxes that you can use. I've been working with Bert over there. I did have some moments that I guess I didn't understand everything, to be honest with you. What they were running into is some of the boxes, like, let's say, for instance, a 10, 10, 10. You could also maybe put that in as a 15, 10, 5. And it would come back as the same cubic inches. If I said that right, I hope I did. So his system was not wanting to recognize that, and I told him that with the post office, especially when you get into larger size boxes, it doesn't matter if the cubic inches are the same. The rates, especially if it's a farther distance out, like say for instance Los Angeles or Seattle, Washington, one of those areas, it's going to be a different rate. It could be anywhere from a couple dollars to, depending on the weight of the item, let's say it's a 20-pound item, it could be $15 more expensive, depending on the weight and the size of the box. So I had a video call with him. I've actually had several calls with him. He's been helpful throughout, no issues. I have been confused. I have been a little upset from time to time, but sometimes I don't always think things out the way maybe I should. But being a sole owner, sole proprietor, you have to not always make the right decisions, to be honest. And you have to work through a lot of different issues and different problems and things like that. So I believe I've got a lot of that worked out. Another thing that reason that kind of got me to go with Advanced Shipping Manager versus Shipper HQ, which I've had for a few years at a minimum. I've actually had them almost since I started my website. It wasn't right when I started it because I started with certain items and I didn't really need them, but as it started to grow, I realized quickly that I was going to need them. So, but one of the things that I want to have soon, I don't know how soon, but hopefully soon, is for people to be able to get shipping quotes right on the product pages. I think that is going to be a big plus because people don't actually have to go through the checkout process, like putting in your name, your address, your zip code, all that type of stuff to get a shipping quote. You can get it right on the product page. I think that's going to help quite a bit. Also, too, Shipper HQ, I was at the max as far as this for local pickup. I have a customer right now that lives up by South Haven, Michigan, actually contacted me through Facebook, and he wanted to pick it up locally, and he wanted me to hold it for a few days. And I told him, I said, I'm sorry, I'm just not willing to hold the item for you that long. I would hold it for the same day if you wish to come down. And he's like, no, I'll be down there in a couple days. So we both agreed, and he came over to my site and paid for it on my site. And I told him up front it was going to charge him for shipping. And I told him I'd refund him the money for shipping, which I did. But one of the things with Advanced Shipping Manager, I'm going to be able to do that in the future. How do I get it set up? I'm going to have to work through all those aspects. Also, too, I'm going to possibly see if a local business in my area, maybe I could connect with them and have them as my pickup location and direct my customers to them. Not only help myself, but help their business as well by directing customers into their location to maybe see what they offer for sale or what they do for their business. It's not something I've done right away. It's not something I probably will do for at least the next 6 months or so. But it's something that I can do, and that's something that I'm excited about. Not sure exactly how all that's going to work, but I'm excited about it. Also, I think this is a positive thing because I'm going to be able to add more boxes for sizes. It's going to charge closer to what the actual shipping rate is. Now, it's going to make mistakes sometimes. No shipping software is going to be perfect. I admit that 100%. I had one even when I was with Shipper HQ. Not thrilled about it in any way, shape, or form. But I had someone that bought something and it only charged them $22 shipping. When I went to actually go and pack the item up, it went out west. I think it was Utah, New Mexico. It was one of the states out west, but I believe it went to Utah if I remember correctly. But shipping was $60 and my customer only paid like $22. Ouch. Did I reach out to them, ask them for more money? No. I took it out of what I was making, which I made very little on that product. I think I might have even cut even if I remember correctly, but it wasn't good. It was a big mistake. It hurt. But I have my site set to charge 6% over shipping rates. So let's say, for instance, a shipping rate is $20. It's going to charge you $21.20. I need that to help pay for Advanced Shipping Manager or Shipper HQ. Doesn't matter which one I was with. But there is differences. I mean, Shipper HQ was $325 every single month. One thing I really don't like about Advanced Shipping Manager, and I'm going to try to make this work, I don't know how, but they bill $299 every 28 days. That makes it hard, folks. Especially when you are a small business owner and you don't know when your income is coming in. It all depends on your sales. And right now, sales are not strong. They're coming in, but it's probably the weakest I've seen it in a long time. I actually upped my ad spend to $240 a month. I've made a lot of changes on the back end. There's more changes that are going to be made. But I just wanted to tell you guys mainly what I have been up to and why I haven't been doing videos. I've got a lot of things I want to talk about, but it's been taking a lot of my time to get this shipping set up. I'm still not done. I'm hopefully going to have a video call tomorrow or Wednesday, possibly at the latest, with Bert to get this set up for showing shipping quotes actually on the product pages. I am excited to get that done. So, in conclusion, I just hope this kind of gives you guys an insight what I've been doing and what I've been up to. Definitely, if you would, subscribe, comment, tell me what do you think of my changes. Have you ever heard of either one of those companies? They're two of the major players out there, to be honest with you folks. I believe I've made a good decision for myself. Only time will tell. One thing that's nice, I did have a video call with Martin on Shipper HQ, and there is a X amount of days. My account, they're going to keep all the details and information up. So I always do have the option of switching back to them. I don't see that happening. I really don't. I think I'll be okay where I'm at. But as we all know, there's never a certainty in life. You just go on and you keep moving forward and doing what you have to do. But I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for subscribing, riding along with this journey with myself for my business. And I greatly appreciate it. And I'll definitely share more things coming up in the future of what I've been doing. And until the next time, we'll see you later. And thanks again, guys. Peace out.